Make as much noise as you can, from rock and roll all night to Detroit Rock City. Gene Simmons has no shortage of musical hits to his career. Now he's churning out the hits as an entrepreneur. So, for example, just look at that. There's Moneybags, which is a new soda company. 27, his new book about famous artists who've died in or around the age of 27. Invictus, his cannabis investment, of which he's the chief officer, evangelist, thank you, officer. And Rock and Brews, his restaurant chain. The man is a serial entrepreneur. So it's appropriate he's in the C-suite. Good to have you back, sir.
Thank you, sir. We discussed what we're doing here, right?
Go on.
Yes, the punching, which is the kind way of making sure your germs don't go to, because I care about you. And your doctor said the same thing. Stop shaking hands. It looks cooler, and you won't pass your germs to strangers.
What for you is a good business idea, besides obviously one that makes money?
Number one, the more you know, the more informed the decision is going to be. Keep your snoot close to the ground. I don't have assistance. I don't have anything. The second point for me is it has to have an emotional connection. I don't personally have to use it. I have to care about it enough to do the work, because everything demands work. You got to put in the time.
But when you get a book, for example, 27, I mean, it's somewhat controversial, the book, in the sense that it's a book about those who died at 27 or age 27 and the reasons why or behind.
This spans all the famous people that you know of, and it's got, you know, good pop culture stuff, Amy Winehouse, and you'll buy it because of that. I have an inferred fiduciary duty, Richard, to hold this up to get some more additional time on television. But in all seriousness, it's very sad. There are people who are depressed, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, you can name them all. They were all, and all the way up to Kurt Cobain, and even this year, people who are getting, you know, some serious medical help would help. But here's what I hope this book will do. It's on Simmons Books, and it's just coming out this week. I really hope that we will engage in the conversation. 1 in 5 people have problems, either depressed or know of people, and if the only thing you do is reach out and just have a conversation, you're going to be saving lives.
So how does Gene Simmons, from music to a book about those who die age 27, to this, to Moneybags soda? I don't see any strategy here.
Well, there isn't. Life isn't just a straight line. We'd like to think it is, but when you think that the President of the United States was on a TV reality show that I was on, I know the man well enough, but if you go to Reagan and everything else, this sort of ping-pong effect, you didn't start working as a broadcaster and a superstar in your own right. What was your background?
Don't turn the tables. Very elegantly tried to do. Don't think I know what the spot is. The Moneybags Cola.
Yes, if you go to Gene Simmons Moneybag.
Oh, you're really good at this, Gene. No, not just at opening the bottle. You're really good at promoting yourself and your products.
Okay, so let's avoid, Richard, what he's doing is trying to protect CNN. There you go. Nice screen time. Gene Simmons, Moneybag.com. I own the Moneybag logo. This is the finest soda you'll have. No fake sugar, no corn syrup. This is cane sugar, and it has all natural stuff. If this isn't the best soda you've ever had,
it's very good.
It is, isn't it? It's a bill all right. Here I am, work my fingers to the bone.
But why would you want to get into sodas when
I love it.
When Coke and Pepsi and all the big trunk companies are moving away from sodas?
Best time, Richard. The sage advice from our forefathers was, get in, you know, the Oklahoma land rush. When things are cheaper, get in. Buy low, sell high. We intend to take over the marketplace. We're already in 7-Elevens and Wegmans in America. It'll spread across the world. And then Pepsi and Coke will buy us for $1 billion plus.
You're in your dreams?
Oh, I've done very well, Richard.
That's what I find fascinating. I'm glad you told me that. Because you're the CEO, the chairman, the chief financial officer, the chief marketing officer of everything to do with Gene Simmons.
That's right. And tomorrow I'm flying either first class or second class. I don't care about that stuff. I don't have assistants. I wipe my own butt. I get on my own plane. I'm going to be in Buffalo, New York tomorrow at a 7-Eleven and press the flesh and meet my bosses and your bosses, the people.
How do you manage all that with your other commitments, music and...
Prioritize. Make a list, check it twice, find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus does it. We can all do it. Make a list, the important stuff. I have no idea how the engine in my truck works, but I can drive it.
Right, how many people come up to you with an idea, want you to invest, want you to give them some money, and you think this is really dreadful?
Well, they know Gene Simmons because my expertise is sweat equity, which is a big way of saying you can't have my money, but I'm going to make you money. If I can't make you money, ladies and gentlemen watching the Richard Quest program around the world and on Mars, don't hire me. If you want to make more money, you hire me, and then I take my time, find out what's wrong with it. Look, everybody needs to find out how they can make more money, and you need people like me. There are a few others, maybe Richard Quest. I know you want to get going, but I'm very important, folks. You need to do your due diligence and find out, because you can always make more money, and I'm the money man. I own the Moneybag logo.
About two, that's worth two.
It's about all right, yeah.
We'll have a profitable moment after the break. Can I have a free drink? Please, free drink.
I'll put it on the bill.